arkadaşlar, merhabalar YouTube ahalisi. Bugün sizlerle birlikte The Stanley Parable oynuyoruz. Umarım doğru okuyorum. Evet. Kendime bugün sizde ekranın sağına aldım kendime. Ekrana göre aslında sol aldım. İşte sağ aldım kendimi. Yerimi değiştirdim ki oyunun yazısı okunsun diye. Bilmiyorum iyi mi yaptım, kötü mü yaptım. Artık oyun esnasında olmadı. Kendimi tekrar sola koyuveririm diye düşünüyorum. Şimdi oyun bir korku oyunu benim bildiğim kadarıyla. Bir ofiste çalışıyoruz. Daha da başka bir şey bilmiyorum. Oyunda ne oluyor? Ha bir de şeyi biliyorum. Oyunda bir sürü son varmış galiba. Onu biliyorum. Bir de oyun Türkçe. En sevdiğimiz. Onun dışında bakalım göreceğiz. Daha önce hiç oynamadım. Nasıl bir oyun olduğunu da bilmiyorum. Tek bildiğim korku oyunu oldu. Hep birlikte göreceğiz bakalım. Arada bir oyunu OBS kaydetmiyordu. Ya oyunun ekranını almıyordu. Umarım öyle bir problem gene yaşamayız. Haydi başlayalım. And is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
İlk defa ofisimizden kıçımızı kaldırıp hadi başka yere gidiyoruz. Aha, dur. Kapıyı.
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No, this couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Gelmesin. Gelmesin. Ya biz niye bu kadar hızlı hareket ediyoruz? Havada mı süzülüyoruz? Ben anlamadım ki. Ha şey söyleyecektim. Bir tane film vardı. Kol saatiyle alakalı bir tane. Orada da böyle bir adamın gününü anlatıyordu. Sonradan her şey değişiyordu falan. Saat mi bozuluyordu? Saat bir şeyler alarm mı çalmıyordu galiba? Bir şey oluyordu. Adamın günü değişiyordu. Aynı ona benzemiş. O şekilde. Gidelim diyeceğim de ben niye bu kadar hızlı hareket ediyorum? Bu beni çok şey yaptı şu anda. Ayar etti yani. Açın kapıyı. Çok hızlı hareket ediyorum, açın.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Çok hızlı hareket ediyorum.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Hangi tuşlarla etkileşim? Ben E'ye basıyorum ama.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, no, no, no, no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
Hadi be oradan.
Now
Hadi
suppose
be
you
oradan.
were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps
Kaç
50
olduğunu
clicks will do.
unuttum.
Yes, almost certainly
Devam
50
edeceğim.
clicks.
Bana başarım ver.
Not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see
Hayır.
commitment, a willingness to go all the
Yürümeyeceğim.
way, no
Aç
matter what the
kapıyı, aç
cost.
kapıyı.
Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. 417 yok ki. 417 dedi değil mi?
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. 437. 437. 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415.
Now, back to door number 437.
Yürümeyeceğim, gitmiyorum lan. Aç lan kapıyı. Neyse gideyim 437.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Nerede? Bu.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
417. Abi ne olur beni korkutma.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419 numaralı işçinin masası.
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Tamam abi bir dakika.
We've almost got it. Now the copy
Abi
machine, do
koşuyorum
that
abi
one
tamam
again.
dur bağırma abi dur. Dur koşuyorum.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430.
Bir.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you
Ben de
back.
seninle
Yes, I'm very
gurur
proud of
duyuyorum.
how
Evet,
far
ben de.
we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Aha bitkiye tıklayarak klavyeye basıyorum aynı zamanda. Helal olsun bana. Input evet.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Selam. Ne
When
bu
Stanley
şey?
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No way my friend. No way my friend.
This
I'm
was
going...
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really
Kola ver
worth
bir
it.
tane. Kola ver, kola.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Ne?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Umarım oyunun sesi falan iyidir. Arada bir bakma, hani kontrol etmeye çalışıyorum ses gidiyor mu diye de bakamıyorum da. Ben burada yaşarım. Şöyle bir vereyim şuraya.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Aç kapıyı. Ay ben burayı hiç beğenmedim. Gitmeyeceğim.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yalan söylemem. Ne diyor? Do not jump from the cargo. Lift while it is on the motion. Penalty for mission. Atlayayım mı? Ne diyorsunuz?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Evet. Evet arkadaşlar, bölüm sonuna geldik. Burada artık oyun bitiyor dermişim. Evet, devam ediyoruz.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. A set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on... I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her kim ya? Her kim? Her kim abi?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Hayır. Shoulder pick atamıyor muyum? Kim ya? Ay ne oluyor? Ay ne oluyor? Ne oluyor? Her kim? Her kim?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Niye ağlıyorsun abi? Alo? Alo?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Ya oynamayacağım senin oyununu, yürü git ya.
Sorry,
Ay!
but you're in my story now.
Korktum ya. Ne demek senin hikayen, istemiyorum ya. Korktum, gerçekten korktum. Ne var?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Ne?
Stanley is
Zorla
quite a boring
bastırıyor.
fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Basmayacağım ya. Benim buradan hanımefendi bir şey yap. Hanımefendi bir şey yap. Ne olur. Ne olur.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Parable'mış ha.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Basıyorum. Karım olmadığı için mi olmuyor?
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. To business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Ay nereye geldik?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right.
Ya ne anlatıyorsun
Why would I have
ya?
ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oha! Yeah.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story. I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Ya niye başlatıyorsun tekrardan?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time, I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that? No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Zorla götürüyor ya.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
İnşallah tehlikeli değildir. Oy.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh. Aha.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Bu ne koridor sürekli.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Başımızın çaresine bakarız diyor. O zaman geri mi döneyim? Dur. Aa, mecbur oradan gideceğiz. Yani bir yürüme simülasyonun bu kadar eğlenceli olabileceğini düşünmemiştim.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Dur.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. Will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do happen to have a...
Ne oldu?
Evet, video bitti arkadaşlar. Ben Arda, hadi görüşürüz. Bye.